Hey fam, Master Coach G here, thriving after 50, mind, body, soul. And in today's episode, the focus is shifted toward our soul health. Well, we often recognize and prioritize our physical and mental well-being, but it's also essential to remember that our soul plays a crucial role in our overall health. And taking care of our soul is an intricate part of maintaining a balanced, healthy lifestyle. I think it's really important to get some information on how we can maintain a healthy soul. And in this episode, that's what we're going to talk about. The 3 components of our soul. This is Master Coach G, and I'll see you on the inside. Hey fam, Master Coach G here, thriving after 50, mind, body, soul. And in today's episode, I am going to be focusing on our soul health. We often prioritize our physical and mental well-being. However, it is essential to remember that our soul plays a crucial role in our overall health. And I know you're probably trying to figure out, well, how is that possible? Trust me, it is. Taking care of our soul is an intricate part of maintaining a balanced, healthy lifestyle. Okay? That's why it's important that we recognize and understand why soul health, wellness, balance, well-being, mind, body, soul is so important. Our soul consists of 3 key components. Those components are our mind, our will, and our emotions. Those are the 3 key components that make up our soul. And these 3 components play a crucial role in shaping our thoughts, our behavior, and our beliefs. Now, I firmly believe that our mind, will, and emotion makes a significant impact on our overall health and well-being. I do. I believe that firmly. And I believe that it's essential to acknowledge and nurture all 3 of these components. Okay? Not just the body and not just the mind with, personal growth and development, and not just the body with going to the gym and eating right. The soul is equally as important. It's a very important component to achieve the balance and a harmonious life. I'm talking mind, will, emotion, mind, body, soul, soul health, wellness, well-being. That's all of that. I'm talking all of that. So let's talk about the mind. The mind, the mind has a profound impact on our health. It influences both physical and our mental well-being in various ways. So let me give you some of those ways that it influences and has an impact. Okay? Stress and anxiety, for instance. It can lead to chronic stress can lead to health issues, including hypertension, heart disease, a weakened immune system, and I've talked about that so many times, about our immune system and the function of our immune system. Anxiety can also exacerbate physical conditions. So let's say you already have a health condition like high blood pressure. Well, stress is only going to aspirate that. It's only going to make it worse. So that's the reason why being connected to your soul is important. And it's all connected, and that's what we have to understand. It's a 3-part, it's like a trinity, and it's one of the parts that we have to recognize and pay attention to and give some attention to. Our mental health disorders is another thing. Conditions like depression, anxiety can lead to physical symptoms such as fatigue, undiagnosed pain. Most of the time when you go to the doctor and you have pain, you really can't even describe what the pain is. The doctor can't really diagnose it. And of course, they'll give you something, pertaining to what they think it is. But it can lead to pain that that they really can't even diagnose. I had a friend of mine that was going to specialist after specialist, and they couldn't find anything wrong with her. And what it was chronic stress. And our digestive system. We have issues with our digestive system, not just pain and fatigue, but our digestive system takes a beating as well, along with our immune system. So they can also affect lifestyle choices, and that's leading to like poor diet and lack of exercise. There is a mind body connection, okay? So that's why we have to that's why we pray. We practice mindfulness, meditation, whatever it is that you do, whether it's prayer, mindfulness, or meditation. Those things can reduce the stress levels, okay? It also improves our emotional, where we are at that moment, the state of our emotions. It can help to regulate our emotional state, and it can enhance our overall mental health as well, which can lead to better physical health outcomes. Because the better you feel mentally and emotionally, the better you feel physically. So you see that connection? The better you feel mentally and emotionally, you're just going to feel it all over. Everything is going to feel better. Here's something else that influences us is our behavior. And that is directly connected to our soul. Our behavior has an influence. Psychologically, the factors influence our health behaviors. For instance, a positive mindset can encourage healthier lifestyle choices. Okay, so if you have a healthy mindset or a positive mindset, then you're not going to just, eat junk all day, okay? Because you have a healthy mindset, which is going to allow you to make healthier life choices. Like you're going to say, you know what, I need to exercise. I know I'm getting older. I need to add this to my diet. I need to take this out my diet. You become more aware of these things. You start to eat more nutritional food, and you stay away from harmful substance, things that's going to bring a negative effect to your body. Now, here's another thing, and and I can never get away from this because it's so important and it's such a part of who we are, which is our immune system. There is evidence that psychological well-being can enhance our immune function, because positive emotions and the sense of purpose can contribute to a stronger defense against illness. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but because it's all connected, we have the connection with the mind, body, soul. It's all connected. So, yes, it can influence, absolutely, our immune system. That's why we have to be aware of and get information about being our soul being healthy. Because, yes, I always encourage mind and body health, but we also have to look at our soul health. Now, here's something that you may find a little strange, and I think it's going to be in the will part when we get to the will part. But it's like being able to handle pain. You have a different perspective on pain, okay? And I think that that's because of our cognitive behavior and the strategies that help us to be able to manage chronic pain, which is the mind, the body, and the soul connection, okay? I hope that makes sense. But it will respond. Let me just say that, okay? Recovering and healing. A positive mental attitude can facilitate recovery in illnesses or from surgery. And what you will find is, and studies have shown that patients who have maintained a positive attitude usually experience faster healing and better outcomes. I don't know if you've known anyone that have made. They says, "Oh yeah, I'm a 20-year cancer survivor." Well, that's not all physical. That's, what I'm saying, that's not all physical. So yes, that their mindset, their positive mental attitude plays a big part in that, and that's a direct soul connection. So in summary, what I want to say about the mind is that the mind and body are interconnected, and maintaining a healthy mindset is essential for our overall well-being. Now I want to talk about our will for a little bit. Our will is our strength and our determination and our intentions. It plays a significant role in our health in several ways. Okay, and let me tell you how that happens. It motivates us to make healthier choices. Okay, when we have when our will is empowered to have a strong mindset, to be motivated to make healthy choices, to have a certain lifestyle that we want to have. A strong will can drive us to a healthier lifestyle and make better choices, whether it's with our food, whether it's with regular exercise, or not involving ourselves with excessive drinking or smoking, and preserving our health. Just having goals that you want to achieve, specific health goals. So let's say that you have high blood pressure. Do you have a goal that you want to be able to have a normal blood pressure, a good blood pressure, excuse me, and come off of the medication? Is that your goal? Is that a goal that you set for yourself that you can achieve? A specific health goal, or whether it's losing weight, or just even improving, whatever chronic disease that you may have, because it can definitely lead to a better outcome if in fact you take action toward doing something in reference to that, versus having a setback and continuing to stay on the medication, blood pressure not improving, things of that nature. So yes, here's another thing, is mental resilience. When it comes to our will, mental resilience is a strong contributing factor to mental resilience. It enables us to cope with stress, adversity, health challenges. When you see people who are 20-year survivors of whatever, their will is empowered, for them to have the resilience to be able to do that. That's connected to the soul. Okay, and this resilience can reduce the risk of mental illness and mental health issues. Okay, a positive mindset will always maintain a positive outlook and can influence your overall health. So a proactive approach to your health can reduce the stress, and it can also improve your immune system. And yes, that is connected to the soul, because what we do is we pray for our health and other people's health, whether we have a condition or whether we're just thankful that we have good health. So that's where mindfulness and self-care comes in at, because a strong will can motivate you to engage in self-care and practice in prayer and mindfulness and meditation and learning how to relax, and different techniques that will help you to have a healthy soul, and that will contribute to a better mental and physical health along with your soul health as well. There's an impact on chronic conditions that this may benefit, especially for those who have chronic illness. A strong will can empower you to actively manage your condition. Okay, again, that's a part of prayer. Seeking support and making necessary lifestyle changes as well. Okay, because we also have to realize that we have a part to play in that, and we have to do our part. So yes, prayer, seeking a support system, people around us who's going to lift us up in prayer, be in agreement with us that our health will improve. But we also have to make the necessary lifestyle changes for our lifestyle to improve the quality of our life. We will have to make some lifestyle changes. So in essence, the strength of our will can significantly shape our health, behavior, coping strategies, and overall well-being. Highlighting the importance of mental determination in achieving good health in your soul, because your will is a key component of your soul. So here's the last component of our soul, which is our emotions. And we all are more familiar with the emotion side versus the will, but I wanted to make sure that we covered all three components. So the emotions is the last part, but the emotions does play a crucial role in shaping our health, our decisions, and our behavior in various ways. Now, our physical health, our emotions can influence our physical health. For instance, like chronic pain can lead to health issues like hypertension, I already mentioned it, a weakened immune system, heart disease, mental health, having a positive attitude such as joy, contentment, and enhanced mental well-being. While, of course, negative emotions like sadness, anger can contribute to anxiety and depression, which can lead to different health issues like pain might even show up. And that will definitely, our emotions will definitely affect how we deal with pain. So, yes, absolutely. Here's another thing, decision and risk assessments. Our emotions can skew our perceptions on risk. For instance, fear may cause us to avoid necessary but risky health procedures. And I can speak on that because I just had a injury, and because of my belief system, it did skew my view on how to handle that. So I went 5 days with pain at a pain level of 12 for 5 days because I did not want to. I thought that what I was doing was going to work, and it didn't. So I ended up having to go to the doctor. So I could have avoided a taking the risk of making the injury worse, which that's what I did. So I should have avoided the necessary risk of possibly having to have a health procedure, which would have been unnecessary. So that's why we have to make sure that we're paying attention to that and do not neglect the warning signs, which that's what I did. And I learned my lesson. I will not do it again. But our strong emotions can lead to impulsive decision making. For instance, like anger and frustration can lead to rash decisions that you might later regret. Okay. However, I think if we take a step back, if we have to count to 10 and come up with some positive emotions that can motivate us to make a beneficial choice, that something that we won't have to end up regretting. So sometimes taking a step back and coming up with and looking at it from a different perspective and taking and making a better choice, because you don't want to have to deal with any regrets. Okay. Here's another thing that I think that is noteworthy, that when it comes to our emotions, is the coping mechanisms, and how our emotions can drive how we cope with things, and how we cope with challenges, and how we deal with our emotional state during that time. And some of them may not be healthy for us, like, because getting angry is never, because it does different things to your body. So that's why anger is never good for us. I'm not saying don't anger, I'm saying don't allow it to affect your health. That's what I'm saying. So yes, all these things are connected to our soul, and I think it's worth us paying attention to. So, in summary, our emotions are a powerful driver. They drive us with our belief, they drive us with our thoughts, they drive us with our behavior, it drives us with our decision making. So, I think that it's definitely something that we have to pay attention to, because all those things are connected to our soul, and we have to nurture our mind, our will, and our emotions. We have to nurture those things, because we need them. We need all three of them. We need all three of them, because when we are going through something, we need a strong will. So yes, that's why our mind, our will, and our emotions are so important. That is what makes up our soul. Those are the three components, and all three of them are very, very, very important. Very important. And I think it's worth us paying attention to them, nurturing them, giving them some attention, and so that we can so we can have a healthy soul. Hey, that's what I have for you today. I hope this episode has added some value to your life. Thank you for joining me here on Thriving After 50, Mind, Body, Soul. I want to give a shout out to my listeners here in the United States, Canada, Belgium, UK, Mexico, Russia, France, Brazil, Ireland, India, Bangladesh, Australia, and Nigeria. And I see the list is continuing to grow, and I appreciate you all listening. Hey, if this podcast has been a benefit to you, please subscribe to my channel, follow me, write a review, and share it with someone that it may also be a benefit to as well. I appreciate you, and remember, knowledge applied is power. This is Master Coach G, and I'll see you on the next level.